do is to play safely with that Jhin alone in bot side, and the Rel can go roaming elsewhere, and also means that Wei doesn't have to pass towards this lane. They can get themselves some strong CB2s when you have the Jhin locked.
Oh no. The gyos come in, and the sound of first blood rings through the arena.
Very likely to happen there, but nothing really happens. Both flashes surviving this top lane as Wei sticking around longer. This is the ignite.
Big damage onto Crisp. He's going to go down. He tries to turn it and does exactly that. Light finds himself the kill first. And both AD carries surviving now as they continue to spar, but Light should have an advantage. No, the root comes in, and the barrier! Elk diffs Light in the bottom side, and now Tarzan moves into the top lane as well. Wei, chunked, breathe. He's trying to get onto Bin, who's just pushing the wave relentlessly, but he's pushed too far forwards, and now has to flash, has to lightning rush, somehow getting away with his life. The knockback is there, and Bin survives. Xiaohu's moved into the top side. The bomb is on both. Wei will fall, and Bin has nowhere to go. Xiaohu corralling the BLG top laner. On's moving up, so is Knight, but I think they're going to be too late. Xiaohu, the target, is Bin just trying to dodge, but he goes down. Tarzan might just fall as well, as Knight gets one in response. Breathe, flashing to safety, and engage from Crisp as Xiaohu knocked up to stop the follow-up. This is chaos as Knight gets out of vision. Breathe drops a one, tries to finish the kill, but he can't quite do it. And Xiaohu now chased down by Bin under the tower. They go, and Breathe is responded to. On now looking for Crisp. What is going on?
10 kills, 5 minutes. It has been the bloodiest early game of the entire series, and we have been left waiting for that once. And I don't think Breathe is getting any help here. He could get dove. It's a massive wave to lose if he dies.
Oh, this is brutal. Breathe still level 5. A TP immediately comes through from Xiaohu. And he will save his top laner, but he loses a wave or two in the mid lane for it. He's 20 CS down already. Tarzan trying to start a fight, but just gets engaged on himself. Bin trying to get into the mix, Xiaohu gets damaged down, but Bin gets into the brush. Xiaohu finds the kill, finds the reset. Breathe dives in onto on, so does Xiaohu. They find the support, but Breathe's going to go down for it. And Knight is here to do the DPS, but with Chris coming in, Xiaohu should be able to carry. Wei, the target for now, with the bomb on his head, but Xiaohu can't finish the job, and Knight's just DPSing down his opposite man. Xiaohu 1 HP. But he's found Wei again, and there's the twisted advance. Wei survives. Crisp, level 3 true shot barrage right between the posts as Wei goes down, and Breathe re-enters the fray once again. This game is the best I've ever seen.
Okay, so last we said it was 10 kills in 5 minutes. We've just upped that even more. The ult coming through from Elk. Light has flash.
Fancy footwork. Oh, flash forced by Elk in the bottom lane. And now Knight is caught on the top side. Will the action ever end? Tarzan says no. 500 gold into his pocket.
Oh my god, there is nowhere on the rift which hasn't been painted in a...
I think at this point, Knight should just be trying to leave, but they go for Crisp instead. Okay, they get the kill onto Crisp, and then he goes down. And now there's a Maelstrom in the top side, but 3 members of Weibo underneath the tower. They'll find a kill onto Bin. A bit of revenge for what Breathe's been dealing with this series.
Oh, we've got 2 kills a minute. We have over 2 kills a minute. I have never cast a game this bloody. Wei wants to keep that going.
Oh,
another ult. Light has cleansed, he's just dead to rights.
He doesn't even use the cleanse, I think rightly so. He goes down and Elk grabs his 4th kill of the game. Figure out what the win comes our way, you're out of the game. This has just been so chaotic, and Light is going to get dived again.
Light might just die again. Yeah, he's got himself an E, he has a cleanse, he uses it. I think Buddy might just be dead.
4th shot is just so much damage at this point. Elk, 1 more auto, does the job. 5 kills for BLG's AD carry. And that might just be the first tower of the game going down as well at this rate. I mean, how often do you see a Jhin lane finishing off the first tower of the game this early in the game? I mean, it's just unheard of.
No, this is a Caitlyn thing to do. Jhin is not the best tower taker. He's better than he was. Oh wait, does Ben even spot this coming? He does just about dodge out on that bowling ball as Tarzan was on vision. I mean, he might just die anyway. There's an ult from Tarzan.
Slicing Maelstrom available. Immediately drops that, clears the wave. Tarzan underneath the tower does take a chunk. Honestly, Bin kind of won that trade. The TP
That's a great question. Maybe because we shouldn't look Light directly in the eyes. Maybe he's struggling with that right now. It's like just like scratch the back. Another big milestone in this game.
And I have to say, this is one of those games where I know a lot of people not fans of this Jhin build. Oh, Sleep comes out from Tarzan, really committing onto Bin here. Don't know if he can finish the job. The Rocket Belt dodges the slow from the Swirl Seed. Tarzan will be left empty-handed. Breathe, however, will grab himself some tower plays. Elk with some very controversial positioning here, doing a Huanfeng with the Jhin flank, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him. Look at the damage out from Breathe and from Tarzan. True shot barrage to finish the job. Why were you there, Elk? Wei now wants to answer, and Bin will be the one to grab the gold. Breathe, stuck in the back of the pit, has that flash available, but Wei has his own flash if he wants to try and close the gap. There is no tower for Breathe to run to. Slicing Maelstrom comes into play, and Breathe will go down. How the hell is that a positive play for BLG?
And how are we still almost on track for 2 kills a minute? These teams are just using, again, on top. Well, no, not on the play, because it's past 14 minutes. You know what? Quite hard to keep track of the timer as well in this one. Breathe gets himself a turret. That's a nice start, but Harold is going to go down to the side of BLG.
Honestly, I just love the LPL. This is my kind of League
me
of Legends
too.
right here. I don't care about quality. I care about action. I care about just watching bangers. I mean, I do care about quality, but this is quality action right here. This is the best of both worlds. There's a threat onto the mid lane from Weibo. Bin slicing Maelstrom, looking for Crisp here. No unbreakable will from the previous play. And Crisp goes down, but it's a trade. Both supports as like chunked by Knight, who flies into the mix. Tarzan stunned, but skips away. And Breathe finally gets his chance. Elk down for the second time, and Breathe has gone too far to make it happen. Xiaohu trying to follow up, as is Tarzan. Health bars blinking on both sides of the fight.
Wait, hang on. That play was saved from BLG by the big Raptor.
Wait,
the big Raptor. Xiaohu dies as another one goes down. Light flashing forward for some reason. Can he catch Bin? He can.
Yes, he can. Light punishes. Bin oversteps and
Light more damage than I thought they should do, the team.
Outplayed by the jungle itself. After Wei spent so much time in that top lane as well, it feels like all kinds of jungles are against Breathe in this one. 17
Could be a problem for BLG. I think particularly once he gets that Muramana transformed and then he gets himself the opportunity, he becomes a huge poke beast. Yeah, if you're dying on side lanes like this, that's a problem though. That's going to set his time attack a little bit more, and it's just another kill on the pile of this game.
It's brutal to see. Breathe. That's his 5th death of the game. He has got 4 kills and 4 assists though, so not as egregious as that sounds. Root comes through onto Crisp. Tarzan really trying to get that damage down, but with the Magna Storm, he's just pulled in. And Knight free firing for the entire time. Finishes 2, and Xiaohu's next. Knight takes them to pieces. BLG own this rift.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes now. You need 4 people to defend your jungle camps. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. BLG, one of the biggest things that we've kept saying, so hopefully you cotton onto it out there, dear listener, is BLG are really good at improvising. They are really good at taking individual leads and changing the game with them. They are doing exactly the same thing again. They use the Maokai ult to make sure this tower is going to go down, and the Jhin ult just to add an insult to injury. Weibo might just get caught again.
Light is found. He's gone instantly. BLG just eradicating. This isn't a war. This is pest control from BLG. Light steps up. I thought Jhin was the Mosquito build, but it turns out it was Ezreal after all.
BLG very much the reapers of this game. Weibo exist because they allow it, and they shall end because they demand it. It has been all BLG all series, and Weibo, they're not done being punished yet.
Breathe is found. Elk with a 4th shot, gets the movement speed and walks away. The Mosquito build comes out on top after all. Knight found in the mid lane though. And there's an answer for Weibo. At least they get something, but they lost their tier 2 in the bottom side. Oh, Elk. BLG start Baron off. Elk still pushing in the mid lane, matching Light for the time being as Crisp tries to get in and tries to get vision. Xiaohu pushing in a side lane for the time being. TP available for him, but BLG are just gonna take this Baron. Xiaohu is staying in the bottom lane. He wants to trade an inhibitor as Chris comes into the pit. Breathe trying to get in as well. Baron taken. Elk surviving on the bottom side. Maybe a fight. Xiaohu TP'd in as well. Tarzan caught. Elk walking away. Knight 1 HP, but still alive. Tarzan trying to close the gap as Wei caught, and Breathe finds the kill, but he's traded 1 for 1 now. Is Tarzan just being sidestepped by Elk? Light still alive, but only 300. Baron for BLG.
Neither team has a hyper tank. Both teams have such ridiculous amounts of gold onto some of these carries that they can very much get through onto those important members. But this game, he has actually had a pretty okay series in his own right. It's just sadly against BLG and On playing the way they've been doing so far.
Oh,
and we're
no.
back to live. Tarzan's dying.
He's been the hero for Weibo, but caught out. And I think Xiaohu was a part of that play as well. And we see a big play on the top side from BLG during the replay. They find two, and that is going to be such a loss for Weibo. In fact, that might even be the game if anyone missteps.
It could always, I mean, they've got the rest of the Baron buff. They do have 5 people alive. We'll go to a replay of that. This is the danger of replays in a game like this. Someone could just randomly die. It's a jump forward. They didn't have everything, and it's a fight in live.
The only word to describe this game is carnage, and Crisp on the receiving end of it. Looking like Venom right now. As BLG take one inhibitor, they move towards the mid lane to turn it into 2. They won't finish the game just yet, but they are damn close at just 24 minutes on the clock. And Wei does want to finish the job, but Xiaohu manages to buffer it. Tarzan trying to get into the mix once more, but he's rooted, and that's the go signal for BLG. One more auto will finish the job. Tarzan knocked up and taken down. Xiaohu rocket jumps away, trying to keep this game alive. The 4th shot, so close to a kill, as Bin comes in on the bottom side and takes Weibo apart. Elk is one-shotting everyone, and Breathe, the man with the counter pick, in a 1v5, and he just doesn't have what it takes. BLG eradicate Weibo in the most entertaining game I've seen in years.
Do you feel it? Do you hear it out there? It is BLG, and the rest of the LPL just shudder a little. They shiver a little.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.